Hello and welcome to Big Friendly Grub. I hope you are doing well. And as you can see today, we are not in my kitchen. We are on my sofa. So that means we're not doing any cooking. And if you're familiar with the format that I've been doing over the last couple of months, that means we are doing some taste testing. At least I hope I'm going to be doing some tasting, because in front of me I have a box. We're going to be doing a bit of an unboxing as well. I have no idea what is in the box in front of me, but I am hoping it's going to be stuff that I can taste test. You see, I have picked myself up a box of vegan treats, goodies, who knows what's in here, from the vegan kind. Now, before I go any further with this, let me just say this is not a sponsored video in any way, shape or form. This is just me being very curious about what's in this box right here. I also want to say that I am not a vegan. I do eat meat. I try and be sensible with my meat consumption. Yeah, I do eat plenty of like vegetarian meals and vegan meals as well. I enjoy tofu, been recently trying out seitan as well. So I absolutely do respect the vegan lifestyle, the vegan choice of not eating meat or any animal products. It's not an easy thing to do. I have tried like doing it for spells, and it's definitely not easy. So I respect anyone who can do it. So this is one of the reasons why I thought I would give this a go, because I want to see what is out there in terms of vegan foods and vegan ingredients and stuff like that, because my knowledge isn't great, and hence why I'm not vegan. Although one of the main reasons why I'm not vegan is because I love halloumi too much, and if they can come up with a decent vegan alternative to halloumi, maybe I'll consider it. So that's the caveats out of the way quickly. 1, not sponsored, just curious, heard the vegan kind were good, so I tried them out. 2, not vegan, just curious. So with that in mind, let's give this a go. I'm going to open up this box and see what is inside. So the box is open, as you can see, and in here we have got, oh, as he drops the box, we have got a little pamphlet here, basically explaining what the box is all about. Oh, it's got stuff telling me what's inside. I don't want to have a look at this at the moment, because I just want to find out as I go through things. I've got a bit of paraphernalia about free vegan wax wraps. Oh, I see. For a moment I thought it was like waxing, as in waxing the hair off of you. Don't know why my mind went to there, but yeah, I'll skip those anyway. And I also have a recipe for a baked Spanish omelette, which would be interesting because this is not going to have any eggs in. Oh, it looks like it's made with tofu. So maybe that's one we can give a go at some point. As you can see, lean in right there. That might be quite an interesting one to do, because one of the things I've always found to be the hardest things to substitute is eggs. So I'll be very interested to see how that goes, although I am very keen on scrambled tofu. So that looks like that's all the paraphernalia out of the way. So it's actually into what looks like a box of snacks, which is great, because I was worried this was going to end up being a box of ingredients that I then have to try and adapt into a cooking video rather than a tasting video. But it looks like we're well on course. So as you can see, it looks like there's some interesting things in here. So I'm going to move a bit closer. Sorry, you're going to have a look at my face a bit more. So, ooh, there's a good amount of stuff in here, so this should be interesting. So the first thing in our box of tricks I am going to try is these. These are pop oats from Nairn's. Nairn's tend to make various oat-based snacks. They do like crackers and things like that, which you can put butter and cheese or whatever you want on them. They are salt and vinegar flavour, so that is the best flavour as far as I'm concerned for crisps and things like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most crisps and things like that tend to be vegan anyway. They're usually flavourings and things like that. If they're meat flavours, they've probably never seen an animal in their life. And crisps are generally potatoes and stuff like that anyway, so I don't really see the need for these. They're not exclusively vegan. You're not going to have to go out and buy these especially if you're vegan, because there's plenty of vegan crisps and things like that anyway. But I've not had them before, so I will give them a go. So based on previous experience of these kinds of snacks, oat-based snacks, these are probably going to taste vaguely like salt and vinegar cardboard, I would imagine. These can be a bit hit and miss. I'm not getting a huge scent of salt and vinegar in there, which is disappointing, because if I'm having salt and vinegar, I want salt and vinegar. But I'll not prejudge, I will dive in. They tend to be a bit broken. They all tend to be in halves rather than wholes. But you can see it looks very thin, very, very thin, like almost like some sort of polystyrene or something like that. It's very, very light. Yeah, not a hell of a lot of flavour to them. Very light, a vaguest hint of salt, not a lot of vinegar. Let's take a few because there wasn't a lot to those, to be fair. Yeah, there's not a lot to those, to be fair. They're not the best like oat-based snacks or rice-based snacks I've had before. I tend to prefer, if you're going for stuff like this, like the Snacker Jacks or something like that, they're the rice-based ones. They tend to have more salt and vinegar to them. These are fairly bland. Not great. I give them about a 5 out of 10, middle of the road. You can get better out there. There's not a lot to them. Up next, and this looks a bit more interesting, we have Banana Joe Banana Crisps Hickory Barbecue flavour. Now again, this does not specifically have to be exclusive for vegans needing to go out and buy these. These sound pretty interesting. What are they made of? They have banana, rice bran oil, hickory barbecue seasoning, organic coconut sugar, salt, spices, and maltodextrin. Apparently they're great with hummus, guacamole or dips. Enjoy with salads, sandwiches or wraps. It says on the back, Joe is a keen runner. One stormy evening after his run, Joe was craving his power-packed banana snack, which is not easy to say. He went to the kitchen only to find some unripe hom tong bananas. Stomach growling, he decided to experiment and find the best way to eat them. He ended up with delicious thin chips that were inspiration for him to start the Banana Joe brand using Hom Tong bananas. A low sugar content, high dietary fibre, blah, 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 blah. Interesting story. I wonder if it's true. I do sometimes wonder with the origins of these companies if they tend to exaggerate a bit. Wander in, slice up a banana. I know, I'll start making banana chips. I don't know. Enough talking about them. Let's eat them. Let's try one. I have quite high hopes for these. They sound quite interesting. If it can get into the pack, there's going to be a lot of rustling on the mic, I'm sorry. Right, let's just tear it. Right, there we go. Ooh, they do smell smoky. Again, they look like banana chips. They do look like slices of dried banana. Again, very, very light, so you can imagine there's probably not a lot of calories to these, maybe? 127 calories per bag, which is not bad, because, you know, dried fruit and stuff like that tends to have a fair amount of sugars in it, so that's not too bad. But let's give one a go. Oh, zoom in there, lean in there rather. Those aren't bad. You've definitely got the hickory smoke flavour. I thought they'd be a bit sweeter because of the banana, but I've actually done a really good job of making them taste savoury rather than sweet and savoury, although I do kind of like that. But those aren't bad actually. I'm quite keen on those. Slight hint of heat there as well. I don't know what that's from. Oh, they've got some chilli in them, chilli spice, so that would be that. Those are quite pleasant. I like those. I would give those a go again if I saw different flavours of them. I give those a thumbs up. Up next we have some mango and chilli popcorn from Wilkin and Sons. And I don't know if you're familiar with Wilkin and Sons, but they do a large range of various preserves and things like that. It's quite interesting to see them branching out into snacks and things like that. I didn't realise they did that. But mango and chilli is a combination that I am quite liking the sound of. I've not seen these before, so I'm quite intrigued by these. I guess this is one of the good things about these boxes, in that you can try and get hold of stuff that you might not be able to get as commonly in the shops. I guess that's one of the points to these. So if you're looking for vegan snacks and stuff like that and you're not enamoured by all the options out there, then probably one of these boxes is going to be good for you. But I will now dig into these to see how they are tasting. Not a lot of smell to them. Just smells like popcorn. Doesn't smell like it's got any flavour on it at all. I'm always concerned when something of a specific flavour has no smell to it, no scent, because half of the tasting experience is through smell. You know, if we smell something, then we kind of get a predetermined idea of how it's going to taste. And with no smell, I worry these are going to be a bit bland. But we will see. So I've got a few here. There is a slight hint of mango there. You get that fruitiness at first as soon as you kind of like taste it, bite into it. Then it kind of goes to that bland popcorn flavour that you would expect. Not really getting any chili though. Don't know if there's any heat there, don't know if it's going to come through afterwards. I'll try again just to see. They're not bad. I mean, I didn't get any real chili from those. There's no heat. I couldn't tell you if there's any chili flavour in there. I've probably got popcorn in my teeth now, which is one of the worst things you can do. But they are not bad. They're quite pleasant. They've got a bit more flavour than I thought they would. You get that initial hit of mango as you eat them, and then they do kind of turn into that generic popcorn taste. But they're not bad. I'd be quite willing to finish that bag. Now, after having eaten that popcorn, I feel like I need a drink, and handily, there is a drink in here. Now, this is by Plenish, as you can see here, and I completely read that as something different to start off with. I won't say what, I'll let you use your imaginations to see if they're warped as mine. But it is a chocolate almond shake, but it is completely dairy free, so I'm guessing this is going to use like oat milk or something like that. Filtered water, organic coconut nectar, organic almonds. Okay, so probably like almond milk based drink then. Organic cocoa and sea salt. So it sounds quite pleasant. I'm not usually one for shakes and things like that. Not usually something I buy, but if you are looking for a drink like this and you are a vegan, this could be a possibility. I will let you know in just a moment. I'm going to give it a shake because it's a shake. Smells chocolatey, that's a good start. I don't mind oat milk and almond milk and stuff like that in coffee and things like that. Can't stand it in tea though, it's far too sweet for my liking. Yeah, it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. Do get a slight hint of that almond there as well afterwards, that slightly nutty taste. It's not bad. It's a little watery. It's not a thick shake at all. If you are looking for like a vegan alternative to shakes, then this is probably one that's worth giving it a go. Would depend on how much they charge for it though. If it's like more than like £1 or something like that, I'm not sure whether it would be worth it. You know, as it came in a box of stuff, it's not bad. Up next we have an Eat Natural Simply Vegan Peanut, Coconut and Chocolate Bar. So this is like one of those snacky bars that you could probably have for breakfast or something like that as a snack with your lunch or just in between. So what I'm interested in here was, it's dark chocolate, so dark chocolate does tend to be naturally vegan because they don't put any like milk products or anything in it. So this is going to be good for vegans, and I prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate anyway. Just something about it, I find it a bit richer, quite indulgent almost. Milk chocolate can be a bit sickly sometimes depending on the milk and sugar quantities in it. Let's give this a go. It's got peanuts in it, which is one of my favourite things. I love peanuts. So I'm quite hopeful for this. It's got some seeds and stuff in it as well, and you might be able to see there. I'll give this a try. That is quite nice. It's got a good combination of the peanuts and the coconut and the dark chocolate. It all combines quite nicely. You all get a nice balance of flavours from it. I like that. That is good. That is one of the better ones that I've tried of those kind of snacks. The only thing I would say is that I could do with more peanut flavour in there, just because I prefer peanuts. I think they are plain peanuts. I don't think they're roasted. They don't look roasted to me. They're probably going for the more pure, natural, like no real cooking or anything like that type of bar. So I like that, it's good. Up next we have nut butter. So yeah, so nut butter. This is a dark chocolate almond nut butter bar, and again, it's going to be something for those who want their chocolatey fix. Ooh, apparently it's a dark chocolate and almond butter truffle bar, so that's a bit more interesting. Rather than being a solid bar of chocolate, it might have a layer of chocolate truffle in it, so that sounds quite nice. Yeah, I'm quite interested in this because sometimes vegan alternatives to chocolate can be a bit hit and miss. I don't know, but I am perfectly willing to give this a try. So I'm going to get in here. Oh, let's slide this out. I haven't had chocolate for a while actually, because I'm trying to be a bit more sensible about what I eat. I'm trying to lose weight. So this will be a bit of a naughty treat. If you can get into it. Ah, here we go. You can see it's quite melty already, so it's definitely chocolate. I'm going to break a square off and give it a go. Yeah, you can see it's got that layer of truffle in it. So let's give it a go. That is good. That is just a really nice chocolatey truffle bar of chocolate, basically. It's really nice dark chocolate, a nice layer of truffle through the middle. Can't fault that really. If you are looking for a naughty, chocolatey, truffle-based treat that is completely vegan, then you can't go wrong with a bit of nut butter. I'll put that to one side, try that again later, off screen. Now the last thing in the box looks quite interesting. We've got more chocolatey things. These are chocolate Druggies. Now, I'm not sure what a chocolate Druggie is, but I will read this and find out. It looks like it's from, don't know where it's from. I'm trying to make out the language on it. It's could be German. I think it's German or Polish maybe. Looks like they put both German and Polish on here. So, oh, there we go. Made in Poland. This is a Polish treat. So these are organic chocolate Druggies, and they're made with cane sugar, cocoa mass, coconut sugar, cocoa butter, coconut powder. So they're a combination of like chocolate and coconut and stuff like that. They sound quite interesting. They look like chocolate drops basically. They've got a sloth on them, which I'm all for. I do like me a sloth. So yeah, based on coconut raw materials. So we're going for a combination of like chocolate and coconut here. So, but I'm wondering whether they're using the coconut for the richness or for the flavour. So you can see a big old bag of like chocolate drops there. I wonder if these could also be used to be melted down and used as an ingredient. So we're into the bag. Ooh, they feel quite, might be like they're quite crisp, I don't know. I've got to have a few. So they have got a crisp outer shell, kind of like Smarties, but just purely chocolate. Might bite into one to see. Yeah, so you can kind of see they've got a crisp outer shell with a chocolate middle. Kind of like the premise of Smarties, but it's all kind of like natural rather than that awful like sugary coating you get on the outside of Smarties. I say awful. Gladly eat a tube of Smarties at any point. But they've kind of got a fruitiness to them, a little sweet fruitiness to the chocolate. That's probably from like the coconut sugar and stuff like that. I do like them. They're quite unusual in their flavour, but they're pleasant. I do like them. They're good. I would gladly eat those another time. So yeah, I wouldn't use them as an ingredient in anything, but they are certainly quite nice. And yeah, those are a good way to end on, I would say. Yeah, chocolate Druggies. They're quite interesting. Oh, there's something else in the bottom here. It definitely does not look like it's for eating. What I've got in the bottom here is a glowing skin gold foil face mask. So that's an interesting one. Apparently I can put this on and have some glowing skin. Cleanse your face as usual, removing makeup. Well, I've already done that. I don't want to dress myself up too much for you guys. Then remove sheet mask from sachet and apply to face. Relax for 10 to 20 minutes and then remove the mask and use circular motions to massage residual essence into skin. No need to rinse. I'm not sure if this would work on me purely for the fact that I'm half beard in the face. I can imagine that getting this in my beard might be quite unpleasant. Maybe I could do the top half of my face. Maybe I'll give it a go. Yeah, I'm getting on in years. I might need a bit of help with keeping my skin nice. We'll see. I'm not adverse to the idea, to be fair. But that is it. That is it for this vegan taste testing. Trying out this My Vegan Kind. Sorry, The Vegan Kind, not My Vegan Kind. Yeah, I thought that wasn't bad actually for a first go at trying a vegan-based subscription service. There was some nice stuff in there, some not so great stuff like the pop chips, but on the whole I think those were quite pleasant. I will probably have another one of these come next month because it is a subscription service and I wanted to see how this first box went, but I quite like that and I'd be quite interested to see what comes in the next. I'm hoping in the next one there might be more like meat-based alternative snacks, kind of like soy-based snacks or something like that, as alternatives to maybe stuff like pepperami or jerky or things like that. I'd be quite interested to see stuff like that. But it all depends on what comes in the box. So it's a complete surprise to me as well as you guys each time one of these comes. But if you would like to see me do another one of these, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, thought it was interesting, useful, then let me know, comment down below. And if you enjoyed it, give the video a like. If you enjoy what I do, give the video a subscribe. This is all still a work in progress for me. I'm still relatively new at this. I'm trying to refine my format, make it more entertaining, make it more useful for you guys. So I am pretty much done for this video. I am probably going to go take the rest of these snacks, go polish some of them off. I think I'm definitely going to go and finish off this nut butter bar. I really like that one. But other than that, we are all done. So I will see you on the very next Big Friendly Grub. I'll see you then. Bye guys. Mm.